Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna be just spending a few days together. I am currently reading two books that I am both really excited about. One of them is a new release and one of them is a book that I've already read, but I'm rereading it because the second book comes out in a few weeks and I want to refresh my memory. So we're gonna be reading both of those in this video. I guess I can start by talking about that. So the new release that I'm reading is Half City by Kate Golden. I am obsessed with this cover. I've been getting a lot of like shimmery book covers lately to where they I don't know, shimmer in the light. I have seen so many people reading this or at least adding it to like their spring TBR, and it sounded so good to me, so I had to hop on it and get it like right now. Also, look at the sprayed edges. They're absolutely gorgeous. They also have beautiful end paper. So this is they're very similar, but this is the like front paper. I like the back one more. It's just like darker and like more, I don't know. I just like this one more. I'll give you my own little explanation here in a second, but it says, "Welcome to Harker Academy for Deviant Defense. Keep your daggers sharp and your wits even sharper." So in this world, it's not a fictional world. Like, it takes place in the United States, but there is a chasm, which is like, I didn't even know really what a chasm was, but it's like, think of like the Grand Canyon, kind of like just this giant open piece of earth that opened forever and ever ago, and demons came out of it, and all of like the spooky things from the underworld came from the chasm up into the mortal world. So Viv, she is from a family where her dad was a demon hunter, and it also got passed on to her. I don't think her mom and her sister are, but her dad was, and her dad taught her everything he knew. So she grew up hunting demons, and there's different classifications of demons. So like, there's like the actual demons, and then it goes into like vampires and werewolves and like ghouls and ghosts and zombies and stuff like that. And like other ones that I don't even know how to name, like sirens and stuff. So she's hunting all of this, and her dad was killed by a demon group when she was 10 years old. And so she's kind of dedicated her life to like fighting those demons and trying to figure out who killed her father. Well, one day she's fighting what she thinks is a demon that she's going to try to kill. And this guy is like, "No, don't kill me. I am a demon, but I have to tell you about this school." And he tells her about Harker Academy, which is a school for, Deviant Defense. And it's basically just this school that's in this like, it's kind of in like this different realm. I don't know how to explain it, but all of the hunters that hunt demons go there, and they learn like the history of all the hunters and like how to actually kill them. It's giving Hogwarts vibes is what I'm trying to say. But so she goes there, finds out that her dad actually went there, and so now she's trying to uncover this whole thing about like, why did my dad never tell me about this school when he was like a star lacrosse player here, and he, was like super popular. She's also trying to figure out what happened to one of her friends, because in like the first week that she was there, one of her friends like disappeared, and I'm enjoying it so far. There's a teacher named Reed. He is the combat instructor, and he's the demon. He's the one that invited her to the school, and she doesn't trust him. She's like, "Why is there a demon teacher at the school to where they're trying to teach us how to kill demons?" And so she's very just like, "What are you doing here? Like, I don't trust you." But you can tell there's chemistry between them. He's definitely very like, "You need to listen to me." And she is rebelling against him, and he's like, "I'm literally your instructor. Like, stop doing like the opposite of what I say." But he has saved her a few times now, and you can just tell there's some chemistry between them. I am about halfway through the book already. I'm on page 215, which is chapter 25. So flying through this. I started this like not yesterday, but like the night before, and I'm halfway through the book. So this is really good. I'm really enjoying this. I've heard the cliffhanger at the end is crazy good, so I'm really excited for that. I'm also rereading Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry on my Kindle. My Kindle's in the bedroom, but rereading that on there. I read it in September of last year, so it's only been 6 months since I read it, but it was a 5-star read for me. And the second book, The Rights of the Starling, come out on April 7th, I think, something around that. So it's in like 3 weeks. And I remember almost the entire book, the first book, but I just wanted to do a reread because it was a 5-star, and I want to like make sure. This was one of my most anticipated releases for this year, so I'm just rereading it. I'm not gonna, I probably won't finish that book in this video because since I have 3 weeks, I'm gonna really like focus on this and some other books and I'll just read that one slowly. Like I started it last night and I think I only got 3 chapters in. So I'm just gonna take my time with that. I will say I'm 3 chapters in and I'm still just absolutely loving that book so much. Like I get scared to reread books that I loved previously because I'm scared that I won't love it as much the second time and then it'll like ruin the experience for me, but I'm loving it so far. So yeah, we're just gonna spend a few days together. We might do some more junk journaling. I have a lot more junk that I want to do, but I don't know if I should just wait till the end of February. I'm not sure. February, it's March. Wait till the end of March. But yeah, we're just gonna spend a few days together, do some reading. We'll definitely finish this book in this video. And yeah, I'll just take you along on both of the books. Can I sit here next to you? Oh. Can Mama sit here and read? I am in the exact same outfit that I was in yesterday, but that's okay because I've just been lounging around the apartment. I am a little more than 100 pages out from finishing this book. Actually, I'm a little bit more. I'm on page 324 and there's like 450 pages in the book, but I just read a chapter that was so good. So I have not been super into the romance between Reed and Viv in this. Like, I wouldn't even say the book's been romance driven. It's more like fantasy, not even political. It's more fantasy than romance, I would say. And I just read a chapter where, so keep in mind, Reed is a demon and he's also the combat instructor at this school. And he was training the students in his class and he accidentally hurt Viv. And she like ran away clutching her arm with blood like running down her arm. And he like ran to her dorm and was pounding on the door saying, "Let me in, I'm so sorry." And she wouldn't let him in. And then later that night, she realized that she could not stop the bleeding and she was like getting dizzy and whatever. So she ran to his house, like his cottage that he has on the campus, and she broke into it. For why, I don't remember. I really don't remember why she went there because she was hoping he wasn't home. So I think she was just like looking for bandages or so, I don't know. And then he was in the shower, and while she was rummaging around, he walked out of the shower in just a towel, and she was like, "Oh, hey." And he was, he didn't really care. He was just like, "Sit down, like I'm gonna stitch you up." And so they had kind of this intimate moment where he was stitching her up and they were just talking about random things and like kind of getting personal and like intimate with each other, words wise. And I don't know, the dialogue and the banter was just so good. And then they ended up kissing for the first time, 320 pages into the book. So I'm starting to get a little bit more into that situation. I think that I love it. I feel like have I ever read about like a professor student trope? I'm sure I have. I don't know. I like loved Pretty Little Liars back in the day, which let's not even get into that because that whole thing with Ezra and Ario is creepy now because he was older than her and she was like 16. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I've ever read like Professor Student, but anyway, I'm getting into it now. I wasn't caring for their banter at first, but now I am, and I love them. So yeah, it's a beautiful day out. It's like 55 degrees. It's windy, but it's really sunny. So I think I'm going to go read on the patio, honestly. I haven't done that recently. I usually do it in the spring and fall, but it's been so cold out and then it got really hot out. But it feels great today. So might go read on the patio. And then I have some errands that I have to run in a little bit. So I'll probably only read like another chapter or two and then I need to get going. But yeah, this is so good so far. I think I do kind of want to start my junk journal later today. Not start it, but like start the March issue. We'll see. But I think that could be fun. So we're going to do that. And I don't know if I'll talk to y'all while I'm on the patio, but I'll see y'all in a little bit. I did make a lot more than I normally do. Like this is a lot, and I also make mine creamier, so it's not like an actual smoothie. I like it to be more of like a yogurt kind of, because I feel like it tricks my mind if I'm eating it with a spoon into like being more full. So this is my little strawberry banana, I don't know, like breakfast yogurt bowl. Hopefully y'all can see me. The lighting isn't too bad, but I just ended up finishing Half City this morning. It's currently 2:32. I finished it like an hour or two ago. I only had like 30 pages left to read this morning, so I woke up, immediately finished the book. I did like this book. I did, and I would recommend it. I went literally throughout the entire book, I went back and forth on being like, I love this book. And then I was also like, this book is just fine. I feel like there were moments where I was like, wow, this is really, really good. And then there were moments where I was like, that's really cheesy. So I don't know what I want to rate it. I've been going back and forth for the last hour or two, going between like a 3.75 and a 4. I don't know. And I probably won't even know by the time I finish filming this video. So I will put up on the screen what I ended up rating it, if I even know by then. I really liked the concept of this book. I liked that it was modern or urban fantasy, which is modern fantasy. This book, I really think was like, I compared this book a lot in my head to Crescent City. So I always talk about Crescent City by saying like there's phones and there's clubs. Like if someone's like, what is urban fantasy like? Phones and clubs. And that's exactly how this book was. Like they were at clubs a lot and they were on their phones a lot, and it was very like modern time. I liked Viv. I liked how strong she was and how independent she was. She did anger me a little bit with how she angered me a little bit with how she was treating her best friend in the mortal world. She did make some really good friends at Harker Academy, so it was kind of like a found family, but the way that she treated her like number one best friend from the mortal world pissed me off a little bit. And also the way that she was kind of just treating the rest of her family and her job, like blowing people off to go to this school. I know she had a reason for it, but still, like Homegirl just kind of like abandoned everyone that loved her in the mortal world. And again, I don't know. I know some of them she wasn't on good terms with, but she was kind of pissing me off. The relationship between Reed and Viv, I liked at some moments and then didn't like other moments. Like there would be scenes to where I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm really into this. I'm really into them. And then there were moments to where I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. Like there's no sparks between them. So I don't know. I did like it. I feel like the way that it ended was set up good for the next book, but it was not crazy like how I heard it was going to be. I feel like all the reviews that I read on Goodreads and Fable, people I know and people I like don't know, they were like, yeah, the ending plot twist was so good. Like, I can't believe that. When I read the last sentence, I was like, that's it? I actually thought there was one more page. I had miscounted. I thought there was one more. So I thought I was going to have a whole nother page of like dialogue or whatever. And when I turned the page, it was like one paragraph. And I was like, wait. So yeah, I'm excited for the next book with how this ended, but I don't love how I was like misled. I was so excited for there to be like a big plot twist at the end of this, and there really wasn't. The plot twist that did kind of happen, I think I guessed. I kind of saw it coming, so I just wasn't that like shocked by it. But overall, I would recommend it. I did think it was really good. Like I said, 3.75 stars or 4 stars. Both are really good ratings. I am going to read the next book. I do want to know what happens. And I did overall like all of the characters. There were just a few loopholes here and there, a few cheesy moments. Wasn't my absolute favorite fantasy book. But if you liked Crescent City, if you liked Spellcaster by Jamin Eve, trying to think of some other ones that I could compare this to. Honestly, even kind of like Harry Potter. If you like the aspect of like magical beings going to this like made up school in like a different realm, I think you'd like this. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm still reading Shield of Sparrows, doing my reread of that, but I'll probably be reading that over the next few videos just because I'm not really on a time crunch. I have like 3 weeks until the second book comes out, and since I've already read it, I'm just trying to refresh my brain. I'm not trying to like binge read it. So I don't know if that will be like actually in a reading vlog or not, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on all of my socials down below. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.